Hello friends, once again there are reports coming from China about the spread of a virus. In the last few days, several videos have gone viral on social media showing a large number of patients in hospitals in China. These patients show symptoms similar to the flu. It's being reported that hospitals in some areas are overwhelmed with patients, and the biggest concern among people is whether we will see a repeat of the COVID-19 situation. 5 years ago, the coronavirus that spread across the world originated in a market in Wuhan, China. Now, according to China's official news site, Global Times, the most cases of this new virus are being seen in areas like Beijing, Chongqing, and Guangdong in North and South China. This virus is called HMPV, human metapneumovirus. And when you hear this name, the first question that arises is, what is this new disease? But in reality, this virus is not new. It was discovered 24 years ago, in 2001. While COVID-19 originated in 2019 and was believed to have come from bats, HMPV is said to have originated from birds 200 to 400 years ago, according to a research paper by Science Direct. This virus has been evolving over time and no longer affects birds. The first identification of this virus occurred in 2001 in the Netherlands, and for many people, they often think they just have a normal cold, and after a few days, the symptoms go away without realizing they had HMPV. This virus is a respiratory virus, which is why its symptoms resemble those of a common cold or the flu. The symptoms can include fever, cough, nasal congestion, and difficulty breathing. The incubation period is usually 3 to 6 days, meaning it can take that long for symptoms to appear. The severity of the illness depends on the seriousness of the infection and the person's overall health, with children and elderly people potentially facing more serious complications such as pneumonia. Interestingly, according to Professor Paul Hunter from the University of East Anglia in the UK, almost every child under the age of 5 has had an HMP infection at least once, and they often experience reinfections throughout their lives. This virus spreads in the same way as the common cold and flu, through droplets released when an infected person coughs or sneezes, or by touching surfaces that have been contaminated by someone with the virus. To prevent the spread of HMPV, people are advised to maintain social distancing if infected, use tissues or cloths when coughing or sneezing, wash hands regularly, and wear a mask in public places. Most healthy people will not need extra treatment beyond staying hydrated, resting at home and waiting for the illness to resolve on its own in about 5 to 7 days. However, those with weakened immune systems, such as the elderly or people with chronic illnesses, may need more serious medical attention.
It's important to note that no vaccine for HMPV exists, even though it has been known for 24 years. Efforts to create a vaccine have faced challenges, including safety issues in animal trials and difficulties in creating long-term immunity. This is similar to the common cold, which is caused by many different viruses and doesn't have a vaccine either. However, it's not something to panic about, as frequent mild infections may actually help keep the immune system active. Regarding the situation in China, although respiratory infections, including HMPV, are on the rise, experts believe that the outbreak is not extraordinary. They point out that during winters, many countries experience a spike in flu cases, and China is seeing a bad HMPV season this year. However, experts emphasize that HMPV is not as deadly as COVID-19. In fact, the mortality rate is likely closer to that of the flu or pneumonia, which is very low. So to sum up, while it's important to be cautious, there's no need to panic about HMPV. Continue following basic hygiene practices, and remember that the virus is not as dangerous as some media outlets are making it out to be. Thank you.